Yo, 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 yo. It's your boy D Calico. I'm back at you. Just wanted to touch on good old flat earth. You know what I mean? To me, everything I will bring up is simple. I'm not trying to go over nobody's head. You know, we're gonna keep it elementary, my dear Watson. In fact, we're gonna start like this. Bim ya. All right. Let me see if I need to zoom it in. All right. That should be everything right there. First and foremost, when it comes to this flat earth, you know, all those beautiful images. Yeah, you'll hear us flat earthers point out the fact that they are CGI. Yeah, CGI meaning computer generated imagery. Yeah, you've never seen a real picture, not even of an asteroid, you know, not of anything, really out there in the solar system. The only thing you've seen a real picture seemingly of is the moon. And that means that don't have to come from them. You can take those on, you can take your own pictures, you know. But for the most part, you know, those pictures that we know of Earth and all that are called composites. What is a composite? A composite is a collection of images. Just like this is computer generated images. Yeah, you know, a composite is a collection of images. So it's not necessarily the shape that they show you in the collection, because they can compose the images however they choose. So that's what a composite truly is. Going to the next one. Just in case you never seen what a flat earth map pretty much looks like. you know we know there's a dome. We don't know if it's at the ring that we call Antarctica, but we know above us there is a dome. you know so this is a slight representation of what we could actually be dealing with, more so than a ball earth. you know because this is our mind's obvious representation of earth. The dome is what our thoughts added to it from the seemingly difficulty of escaping earth. you know as seeing that they've never left the Van Allen radiation belts. Yeah. you know I don't know. I don't know how hard it is to see that this is a pretty straight line. This is a long distance. This is not a short distance across. So you should see some curvature. But we talking about hundreds of miles right there in that span. And it's over 33,000 feet in the air. So, wow. I'm just taking out through the D Calico Flat Earth album on Facebook. And you can follow me there to stay up. I'm just taking you back a little bit. The Earth is so-called traveling at 1,050 or 1,040 miles per hour. And things like this could sit there for ages, without a so-called earthquake, you know, then this would never fall because the earth isn't moving, it's not spinning, and it's not going no 1,000 miles per hour. Come on now. Come on now. That's like saying, okay, just because you're in a giant vehicle, let's say you're in the biggest of the biggest vehicles, you could be going just 10 miles per hour and you would know it, let alone going 100 in that same vehicle. I mean, I don't care how big it is, it could be the biggest, truck in the army. It could be a double Humvee. A real Humvee already takes on 2 lanes of traffic. So you can say double that. It could be anything. The biggest army tank, biggest anything. You would feel it. So we're on the biggest plane that we know of in existence. And, is that the excuse why we feel nothing? I mean, zero effects. For sure. And, everybody needs to know this. So I just added this to the album. Because we are energy. And energy never dies. We'll tell you it transforms. You feel me? Yeah. That's what we mean by transitioning. Yeah, I put my own face on that. It's funny. It was funny to me. So I said, hey, I make myself a part of the joke called the globe Earth, because I once believed, I, you know, like most kids, like some might think of being the president. I thought about being, a scientist, a NASA type scientist. But this is how indoctrination works, because this person called the teacher is ignorant, and these students trust her blindly. The teacher isn't aware she too was taught a lie, as was the teacher who taught her. Things I would like to see them explain, since we on this ball earth, that we'll never get answers from. So many unanswered questions. So I just like to stir up the pot. Yeah, I was just being funny. That was just something to say to the globe earthers, the globe tards. Sit your, yeah. I don't want to rap. Sit your down. I'm gonna throw a little curse word, and I ain't doing it for the show. But yeah, the power of the two minds. Similar to an iceberg, only a small portion of the mind is obvious to us, which is what you call the conscious mind. This is all of the mind that is obvious to us. This little part sticking above the water is like saying my head is above the water. Where's my body? My body is in the water. My body is of the water. The great majority is hidden below the surface, which is the subconscious mind. For some, it's the unconscious mind. Right now, we're going through what they call the dog days of summer. Now, who is there that does not know that the vapor of the sun is kindled by the June 25th rising of the dog star Sirius? The most powerful effects are felt on the earth from this star. When it rises, the seas are troubled. The wines in our cellars ferment, and stagnant waters, which is the Nile River, are set in motion. on this 150-day flood. There's a wild beast named by the Egyptians Oryx, which, when the star rises, is said to stand opposite to it, to look steadfastly at it, and then to sneeze as if it were worshiping it. There is no doubt that dogs, during the whole of this period, are peculiarly disposed to become rabid. Huh? Yeah, this ain't no accident. It's dog days of summer, all because of the dog star, Sirius B, in conjunction with the sun. This don't happen every day of the year. When it does, it's no coincidence that this is the hottest time of the year. These are the dog days of summer. The Egyptian New Year. hmm Maybe we have two suns in the sky, huh? This map that we call the flat Earth map has definitely been around a long while. And if you notice, there are continents around it, this ice wall. That's why I don't necessarily put a dome. I mean, it might be just a glass ceiling, but no dome. It could be a ceiling with no pillars holding up the roof, but it's holding. But I just know, ancient maps have shown over 32 more continents around. They're only showing us a few, but that still should tell you something, or at least make you question everything that you've been taught. Yeah, this is what we call America. You can notice the shape of America, huh? That we ain't add nothing to it. The shape of America is the great reptile, which we call the turtle. We are the reptiles. We are from right here, the great turtle island. I once was blind, but now I see. Huh? I used to have a notion, but now I know the ocean. You know, the sea is level, hence the term sea level. How the horizon and the ground seemingly meet, and it's all in picture perfect flatness. Hmm. If the moon is 250,000 miles out in the darkness of space, how is it possible for there to be blue sky behind it during the day? Is there waters above? Hmm. You know, I put this picture here not, even though I know most people won't just look at it and understand. But yes, this is the Grand Canyon, you know, and all of this has been eroded by water, just to bring up that fact. And, many of these structures, as you can tell, have an actual shape and design to it that is not natural. So you're seeing some man-made ancient architecture. It's almost like you can see the huts and things they used to live in right here. These giant buildings seemingly like Egyptian. Yeah, always pay attention to that background too. You'll notice things aren't round as they seem. You know, when dealing in flat Earth, round Earth, or whatever. We need people to start remembering that there were more continents than what we know of today. As you see in Atlantis, right here in the middle of the Atlantic, we call it the Atlantic Ocean. You know, a lot of people like to say, yeah, Africa could fit right here in between, you know, but right where that Mariana Trench is, it sunk a greater continent, which was Atlantis, which was probably more so attached to Florida. It probably broke off of the U.S. Of course, Florida also, but all of this East Coast, and it's showing how there was a sea right here in South America at that time. But we also have the continent of Mu, which is also known as Lemuria, hmm which is the sunken continent in the Pacific, which we've seen the pyramidal structures and art located beneath the sea. Matter of fact, in Atlantis also, of course. But we're gonna act like these continents didn't exist, and we're gonna act like you know those lost cities that we see underwater uh, just got dropped out of the middle of nowhere. Anyways, as you can see, I put this post more than one time, but yeah, this is not a sun rising. Uh, our eyes can only see so far. That's why I tell people there's no way you would be able to see the sun if it's 93 million miles away. Your eyes cannot perceive such a distance. You know, like we actually don't have that ability. You know, from the ground floor, where we see the ground meeting the horizon, is only 12 miles away. And the farther away you go, or the higher you go, the farther down you can see down the horizon. But there's still a limit to our abilities. We can't see that far. The human perception is incapable of seeing such extreme distances. It's impossible. Yeah, I'm gonna let my friends list cleanse itself. I'm posting the real. Uh, NASA will show you pics of Saturn 746 million miles away. Clear as day. Ooh, wow. And then meanwhile on Earth, have you seen this man? Who playing games with y'all? The doorway to infinity lies just beyond your beliefs. Knowledge open doors to a higher mind. That's what that's what I strive to do, is to deliver some knowledge so I can help open the door to your higher mind. The manifest universe is the body of God. All people are incarnations of the one spirit. Ernest Holmes. The real you is timeless and beyond life and death. Energy never dies. You are that energy, you are that soul. Babylonian view of the cosmos, the three-tiered universe. This is where we get the idea of a dome. Dome, even though it might never touch the ground. Like I said, it could be all straight across. The heavens could be also level. But for this sake, we're gonna show a dome like all others. And the firmament doesn't mean a dome, but it does mean, the firm amen. The firmament. The amenti is the heavens in the Egyptian culture. You have the three tiers. You have the chaotic waters, which we call the primordial waters, which is the waters above. Then they have the heavens and the sphere in between. And then we down here to earth and Aralu, which is like Sheol or Hades, so-called the underworld. I noticed the imagery and I just was like, wow, that imagery sure is like our flat earth map, showing how the world is in a big pool. Because these people are seemingly like, just about the amount of continents that we need. Just showing you how they've got us in a, they got us living in a box. We got to think outside the box. We got to think outside the ball earth. Make them prove it, whatever it may be. Yeah. So these guys on the moon took a moment to take their helmets off for this picture. Yeah, as you can see, I find that funny. Moon landing was a hoax. This had been a good old newspaper for back in the days, huh? Weekly World News. Yeah. NASA made 30 billion movie to fool the world. No, they made 30 billion off of a movie and called it space travel. Don't think they spent no 30 million. I don't think that. This is embezzling. They're embezzling money. That's the only reason we're wasting our time even trying to show y'all the earth is flat. Because NASA's a hoax. They're getting all y'all money year after year after year when they don't deserve a penny. Because they ain't doing nothing. They're embezzling your money. The rich are getting richer. They ain't never got to work again. They ain't worrying about no quarantine. Government shutting down. They ain't worrying about that. They got plenty of your NASA money in their back pocket. Yeah, Stanley Kubrick. What is Salman Rushdie? That's how Stanley made the hoax video. He never died. He was and is a Zionist Jew. Man, hold on. There's almost no way you can say that this is not the same person. Stanley Kubrick, Salman Rushdie. Man, I bet my lunch and my dinner. You can't tell me that them ain't the same people. I got the right face on for this one. Like, wow. So I haven't seen all my posts in so long. So things be back new to me. You see how the Navajo represented Earth, the Japanese, and see, that's not a dome. That's like what I was saying. It could have been level. The firmament could just be a level sort of structure above us. And the Sumerian concept of the cosmos. The ocean floor. I wonder why the ocean floor is flat. I don't get it. Earth is round. It should be a bulge. It should be bulging. If you think clearly. Yeah. Me being funny again. I let Muhammad Ali demonstrate what flat is for y'all. You know, put you on your back and ask you, ain't it flat? I know personally the Earth is round. Don't you see me out of space? Man, I took a selfie to prove it, man. Now, did I prove the Earth is round? Finally, come on. I went to the highest extremes to prove this to you guys. Just not good enough. Uh, you see the aurora borealis. Yeah, I compared it to the Emerald City. You know, but like I said, you're still in Kansas, Toto. So you can think you went out of this world when you see some things like this. But shockingly enough, you're still in Kansas, Toto. You know how in the movie was always the saying was, "We're not in Kansas any Toto. We're not in Kansas anymore." Yep. Roma Pura. Must be a video. Let me see. All right. You think the sun is 93 million miles away? You heard that. You'll believe anything. Let me see if I can get that. Okay. So I'm gonna have to go to my other. I'm not gonna wait to get the videos on this one. I need, let's see. Look at this crap. Look at this. Is y'all really paying attention? Look at these tires. Come on now, y'all. Look at these lawn chairs. You see, I put another lawn chair next to it to show y'all what the hell y'all paid $38 million for, and you think they're going out of space for real? You don't think they're embezzling money? Real talk. I don't care if it's round or flat. I guarantee they embezzling that money. Mm. $38 million. What you see? What? What? That's 38, man. That's $38. Because you got all of it free. You can find all of that. These tires look like they came out wheelbarrows. I'm talking about. I'm talking about them tires came off of a trailer. You know that you haul stuff. You feel me? Like they found them tires for free. Let's be honest. Turn the umbrella upside down. You know, got your two lawn chairs, and they stole them. Them ain't no brand new. Look at this, is a brand new lawn chair. They stole them lawn chairs, man. I'm talking about the little rascals made this mother sucker. For real. This ain't nothing but a soapbox car. Come on now. Man. I'm done. Yeah, y'all like my video's not working, so we just gonna have to do. I had to come back and do the videos. All the videos I got on here for y'all. And the sun is 93 million miles away. How are there clouds behind the sun? You know, these are real images that have baffled many. And hopefully it's baffling you, because I don't think you can answer all this. I mean, this is not just picture, this is just a screenshot of the video. Video is showing this of a cell phone. And the same with the moon. You know, and I find that awkward. You know, the first device to measure the distance of stars and things that are very far apart is the astrolabe, which is in his hand right here. Yeah, this is how you measure the distance of, you know, planetary objects or anything very far. And you know, by the astronomical estimates of this, you know, the moon is only 2,000 miles away. And to me, 2,000 miles kind of far. You know, not to say it can't. I mean, I can go along with that. That's the math. What I'm saying is, that's far, 2,000 miles away. So imagine me playing that game like it's 50 million miles away, or 100. I mean, 800,000 miles away. Yeah, right. I don't know about it. Sea level. What it is, not lie. People do. See that. You see, they're showing you how straight that sea is. It's just ain't curving, baby. And that's a long distance. Don't be thinking this is a block, 2, 3 streets. No, you're looking at miles right now. A flat sea. Anyway, the Earth is a circle made with a compass. This is biblical. The Earth is a circle made with a compass, laid upon a face, which is bounded at its ends. It does not move, and is covered by a dome containing the sun, moon, and stars, which are revolving. Above and below is water. Hopefully, I find a picture where to show you what real stars are like. Let me see if I can get it up closer. I'm sure I probably got another one. It's gonna pop up. Yeah. This how y'all acted when I came to school in kindergarten and told y'all Santa Claus didn't exist. You feel me? Same way the kids got mad at my daughter told me, Shucks. I didn't know y'all still lying to y'all kids. I thought I could tell mine the truth. So, I ain't wanting to spoil it for yours. But hey, suck it up. 20 years later, y'all still ain't sucked it up. Y'all looking like this when you find out the earth ain't round. Like, come on. Yeah, my videos ain't popping. Let me see. What's popping? Brand new whip just hopped on. Lucky George Carl couldn't speak. He was gonna kill it. I'm gonna do this the other way. Let me see. But this is being funny, but you can actually make that shape out of the so-called map they've given us. I find it funny. So that's just more ammo to me why the earth is flat. The melanated people being fed by the sun. And what did the Egyptians call the sun? The sun disk, or the solar disk of Ra. It was a disk, not a ball. Still is. I just found out black people are Moors and the earth is flat. When you ask for proof of the globe, this is what they got for you. You see that? They pointed at the old ass TV when they first came out with this evidence of the moon. Moon, come on now. And then they always say some dumb stuff like, "Man, toilet bowl water go around this way on this part of the world. You go to Australia, the water gonna flow the opposite way. Now explain that." Bitch, the shape of the bowl? The hell you talking about? Duh. That's why it's spiraling down there. The hell? So if you make it square, it's gonna still circulate? The hell? It ain't nothing but a racetrack for toilet water. Dang toilet bowl. Y'all talking about it spins around the opposite way in Australia. That's got to mean the earth is flat. Yeah, all right. Yeah, you got fish that swim upstream. What that mean? That mean the fish got to be leaving the ocean. Like, come on now. Yeah, nobody does this. You feel? Nobody has ever told you what Saturn's rings are composed of. They're composed of moonlets. Or yeah. The rings are composed of moonlets. What is a moonlet? It's a little moon, applied to the small bodies of which the rings of Saturn are composed. The rings of Saturn appear to be continuous masses separated by circular rifts. This is the phenomenon which is observed through a telescope. By no known means can we ever approach or handle the rings. Yet everybody who understands the evidence now believes that they are not what they appear to be, but consist of minute moonlets, closely packed, indeed, but separate the one from the other. So we are dealing with moon after moon after moon after moon after moon after moon after moon in such close conjunction with Saturn. And Saturn is, uh, you know, the god of Earth, uh, where you get the word Sabbath from. You know, Saba is it's so many ways to represent Saturn because it's been the focal point of a lot of religions. And Saturn is looked at as a god, like a Zeus type, and gods have many women, or or consorts, and Saturn is you know, and Saturn is no different. So the moons are feminine. Saturn, as we know it, is masculine. So obviously, Saturn has many women or feminine principles of divinity surrounding him in the solar system. That's why Saturn is a god in every culture. Moon, the planet which revolves around Earth. Did you see I had to underline that? Huh? This is straight out of dictionaries, older ones, of course. But the moon is the planet which revolves around the Earth. The constellation of the night sky connected the mythologies of every culture on the planet. You just need to learn how each culture viewed the heavenly cinema and which patterns of stars represented which leading characters in that culture's mythology. Planet Earth was hundreds of cultures from many different countries, but it only has one sky. And before the invention of theater and television, and before the night sky was erased by street lights, which we call ambient light, the heavens above were the all night, every night entertainment show. Let's take it back. High altitude photography of the Mississippi Delta. Where is the curve, people? How can you see the whole Mississippi Delta? How can you see the whole Mississippi in a one image and the earth be round? Let me see. That's just about concluded it. Let me make sure. See if I got something else for y'all. Yeah. Hold on. Let me see what I got, baby. Y'all bear with me. I'm trying to show y'all these videos that we just passed in that page. Yeah, on that album. Show y'all right about now. All right. I'm gonna share my entire screen. Let's see what I got for you. Yeah, number knowledge. Y'all can check me out on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, everywhere. As D Calico. Let me hold on. What is my name? Groups. Let's see what I got for you. Boom, boom, boom. We gonna find it now. Hold on. Flat Earth, where you at? Yeah, this Flat Earth album coming. I'm gonna find it. I'm doing it the lazy way, but my bad. Cause I done brought enough already, but I just want to drop these videos on y'all head. And I don't went this far. I just got to keep going. I got to be there. Maybe. Let me see. All right. I'm gonna do it the right way. Yeah, y'all know it's flat. Yeah, Facebook. D Calico on Facebook. You heard me? Mm, okay, there we go. And get on these globe tarts. Supreme shot for globe tarts. All right. Just one of the videos y'all missed.
One, engage. Next, take deep breath. You're on top, breathe. 1, 2, breathe. Drop the shoulders, breathe. 1, 2, breathe. Squeeze your legs, squeeze your butt. Hey, breathe, keep squeezing.
Yeah, that's what happens when you see this is what happens when you traveling at over 1,000 miles per hour. The G forces, the human brain can't even catch up to such force. You literally leave your mind behind. You want to leave your whole soul, about your body, keep playing. Go fast in the speed of sound and et cetera, et cetera. They have to be in a pressurized tank, and this is still the outcome a lot of times.
How you doing?
Doing alright.
You know what happened?
No, I don't.
Huh?
No.
Go ahead and pull back on that stick. Let her go. Let it out. Let it go. Nap time. Relax those abs. Drop the shoulders. Relax your legs. Deep breath out.
Oh yeah, we ain't done. I might slow down just a little, but we ain't done. You know. Oh yeah, let's get it. I know where that came from. Yeah, that can't be all of them. Let me see. Let me see what I meant. Yeah, for some reason all my videos ain't showing. Y'all getting lucky.
What's up, pilot? Is the Earth flat or round? Flat. Thanks. I'm with you.
Another aspect of the illusion of space travel is spacewalks. These are faked inside a swimming pool. It's a custom-built swimming pool, and that's a great way to fake zero gravity. About 6 months ago, in 2013, a gallon of water leaked into one of their spacesuits in a matter of seconds. NASA doesn't really have a proper explanation for how on earth this could have happened. There shouldn't be water leaking into someone's helmet and a person almost drowning in space.
Uh,
What's up?
Human being, a group of social criminals, these people in the space program. NASA assholes, I call them. I have a very low tolerance level for stupid bullshit. Every one of those items is provably untrue at one level or another, but we believe them because they're pounded into our heads from the time we're children. That's what they do with that kind of stuff. They put it in the heads of kids. They pound it in there because they know kids are too young to be able to mount a sophisticated argument against these kind of ideas. And so kids, and up to a certain age, by the way, kids are going to believe everything a grown-up tells them, everything. So kids never learn to question things. Nobody questions things in this country anymore. Nobody questions things. Why? People are too fat and happy. People are way too fucking prosperous for their own good. Everyone's got a cell phone that'll make pancakes and rub their balls. Americans have been silenced, bought off and silenced by gizmos and toys. And as a result, no one's ever learned to question things. Kids who want to learn to read are going to learn to read. Much more important to teach children to question what they read.
There's not one.
Much more important to teach kids to question what they read. Huh? That's real truth.
Grams of sugar. It's light and refreshing, perfect to drink by any ocean.
Hambra Society. D. Calico. Yeah. You know, I'm just bringing y'all up to date on where we at. You know, got to do my part. It's all love. You know, whether you gonna stay on the flat earth or stay on the round earth or become a flat earth, it's still all love. You know, I just would rather be more intelligent, question everything. You know, don't say it like you know something that you've never seen, that you never experienced with your own two eyes. Only thing we have experienced is this roundness. Let me see. You know, it is what it is. Okay, how you doing, Miss Monique Hill? I like that. Appreciate y'all. Volo. He said hello, Fred. This is D Calico. You know, I like this. I appreciate that. Our ancestors left indications of greatness. We are supreme. Y'all see the system. We are supreme carbonated beings. And the clues are everywhere. That's for sure. But I appreciate all y'all stopping by. You know, I guess I should have sent the link out, but I said, hey, whoever's meant for it, they'll get to it. But y'all can always leave a comment on anything y'all want to touch on. Your brother's here to help you. Especially if you're coming to etymology or any common sense. Any common sense, information or knowledge. I'm all for it. So however I can be of service to my good people. Not the bad, not the wrong ones, but the right ones. To my good people, however I can be of service. I'm here. So, with that being said, I put the wrong comment. I was thinking about I do etymology. If I left the wrong comment, I meant to say thanks for viewing. I appreciate y'all. Like and share. Send to one of them. Send to one of them globe charts. You feel me? Tell them, if they think different, then if they make a video, I'd be glad to watch it. So I can, even though I spelled it wrong. Hey, peace and love to the chat, to the family that's gonna watch this later, to all y'all. I appreciate you for taking your time. I'll be back at you. Peace.